What are those little things on top supposed to actually be?
Cosmics. I don't know.
Cosmic fragments, obviously. Duncan?
Infinity stones.
Those are supposed to be infinity fragments.
Cosmic.
I mean, they're chocolate, right? All right, boss. I'm ready whenever you are.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Heroshot. I almost said Heroshot, and then I said Heroshot. So,
welcome to Too Much to Say, the podcast where we have a whole lot to say and then some.
Wow, you got it right,
Ned. Well, I figured we hadn't actually introed the show like that in a while, so I figured it was overdue.
That's why you're the brains of this.
I'm the brains, and you are the looks.
I am the looks.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dunk. That's Eric, and we are here today to, we're really here to answer the questions that have plagued mankind for centuries. And that is, we're going to figure out what our mutual, well, no, I guess not our mutual, but
this isn't a mutual ranking.
This one's actually going to be a little bit different, but we are here today to rank our favorite Little Debbie cakes. Now, I think we can peer behind
Can we just say Little Debbie snacks? Because technically they're not always cakes.
Little Debbie snacks. I know
that sounds like I'm splitting hairs, but I don't want it to make it sound like my number 5 is not a cake.
Yeah. Oh wait, you did 5?
What did you do? 3?
I did 3.
Okay. Well, I can
do 5. I can do 5.
Okay.
I know exactly where I'm going.
This is the most Too Much to Say thing ever. You did how many?
I don't know why, but I remember in your text message
you said 3 or 5.
You said 3 to 5, and I don't know why my brain immediately went to 3.
And usually you do a bunch more because you do honorable mentions, and now because I was like I should go to 5 if I said 3 to 5 because Duncan will do 5 or 10.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We typically in our rankings episodes, when we rank things, we actually have the product here to sample while we're ranking. Unfortunately,
hashtag chunky boys.
Hashtag chunky boys. What we failed to realize with this particular idea is that there are about 50 different kinds of Little Debbies.
Yeah.
And it just would be impossible to do all of them.
You can't buy, sometimes at gas stations you can get them individually wrapped and stuff. But it's so hard to find, because I was going to try and go by a gas station this morning, but there still and it may be off-brand ones, so you never really know, because you have the Hostess stuff too.
Right.
So it was like, all right, we've had them plenty.
We don't want to cross-contaminate.
This body has seen many a snack cakes.
Snack cakes. Same here, man.
So
when it's so funny going through the list of like what all of the different Little Debbie products, it's like, man, it brings back some nostalgia.
It does, doesn't it? It's like such a kid thing. But
before we get into our rankings of our favorite Little Debbie cakes, and I know it's a little bit of a bummer not to actually have them here, but I think it'll be fun just to at least get a grasp on like our favorites between the two of us. So, but what I wanted to do before we get into the topic in hand is I wanted to tell a little bit of a story, and I wanted to get Eric's input on something. So Eric came over to my house like 3 or 4 days ago when we recorded an episode then, and I said, hey man, if you want something to drink, just get whatever you want out of the fridge. And you opened up my fridge and you were like, good God, that's a lot of mayonnaise.
Yeah, the mayonnaise story is back.
The mayonnaise story.
If you watch the Chick-fil-A sauce episode, we talk about the mayonnaise.
It's gotten brought up
but you don't get the story.
I'll actually post a picture of the mayonnaise jar right there. And that way, dude, I have never been
Should I go get it real quick?
No.
While you tell the story?
I have never been more self-conscious about the amount of mayonnaise I keep in my refrigerator.
I'm getting the mayonnaise.
Okay, all right.
I'm getting the mayonnaise. Talk about the story.
I've never been more self-conscious about the amount of mayonnaise that I keep in my refrigerator until Eric actually pointed it out. And I guess it was one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I guess I like mayonnaise. And then we got into the thing where it was like, okay, what all do I eat mayonnaise on? And I think the weirdest thing that we came up with that I actually enjoy mayo on is I actually will eat mayo on a hot dog from time to time. Dude, it's not even that big a deal.
Okay, no, but I will say.
I mean, it is look pretty.
I will say. I've seen, like, because working in restaurants and stuff, there's usually, like, the containers that are triple this size. But I've never seen this in, like, You're a bachelor.
I am a bachelor. Yeah. So, that's a lot of mayonnaise.
Should I just keep it there for the rest of the episode?
No, I don't want to. Will you go stick it back in the fridge?
I don't want it to hit. There's so much it's not going to hit room temperature.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. But in addition to the mayonnaise story, there's a podcast that Eric and I are both fans of, called Doughboys. And on the most recent episode, and I'm new to Doughboys, so and Eric knew exactly what I was talking about.
Call me a donut, because I've been listening to him since day one. I really like him. You get it?
Dude, that's pretty good, actually.
Donut?
People call me Donut just because my first name's Duncan.
Yeah, Dunkin, isn't that how you spell your name?
And it gets misspelled that way a lot, you know. Anyways,
you're our Dunkin' Donut.
On a recent episode of
just want to put a little hole in you.
It's the first time I've heard. That's the first for everything, I guess. I don't know if you mean one way or if you just mean murder with.
Oh, you know what? Interesting. I didn't think about the murder way. Yeah. So.
Or I just want to make you holy.
That definitely sounds like something a priest would say to a.
Okay, we'll keep moving. On a recent episode of Doughboys, one of the hosts mentioned that when he was a child, one of his sneaky little snacks, he would sneak to the kitchen at night, grab a spoon and eat a spoonful of mayonnaise. Now, I tell you what, as much as I love mayonnaise, and dude, by the way, I think I told you this, dude, I watched a cooking video recently of a Cajun guy cooking, and he called mayonnaise man-ass.
Was it? Did you send us the video, I think, in the group chat?
I don't think I sent the video.
Did he sound like the Cajun koala? One of my many characters?
Oh, no. He doesn't sound very Cajun, but it's like certain words. Okay. He said...
Oh, you texted her a thing. You said, does Buddy...
Oh, yeah. Buddy, another friend of ours who is from Louisiana, I asked if he...
Down in the bayou?
I know he does call ranch white dip.
Should I call him real quick and say, hey, what do you say the word mayonnaise?
Nah, don't do that.
Are you sure?
That's not, I think... I don't want to bother you.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But...
He would tell me.
My question was for Eric, what was, when you were a kid, what was your go-to sneaky little snack when you would sneak to the kitchen?
My sneaky little snack.
Your sneaky little snack when you would sneak to the kitchen and indulge.
It's kind of a spoiler for my ranking, but I'm going to say one of my other mainstays, because I'll get to that story whenever we get to there. Oreos have always been very near and dear to my heart.
Good call. Good call.
Partially because they're clogging up my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very near and dear. But I do love Oreos. Double stuff, got to go double stuff. I'm a big fan of the cream.
Have you seen the Mega Stuffs?
Oh, dude, and then the most stuff is the most.
Oh, I guess I haven't seen that one yet.
Dude,
I've seen the Mega Stuffs.
The most stuff is like a 1.5 most stuff.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. The most stuff is 1.5 mega stuff.
Mega stuffs. I mean? Wow.
When I was little, I literally wanted to go to the factory. I guess the Nabisco factory, which there was one. We used to go up to the lake a lot when I was growing up, and there was a Nabisco factory on the way back. And I was always like, dude, imagine being a fat kid after a day out on the lake. You're like, you know what I want to do right now? I want to swim in just Oreo cream.
Dude,
and that's
you definitely were waiting an hour.
Dude, I wanted to so bad just go dive into this Oreo cream vat, because that's how I imagined it was. That it was just this giant like a catwalk, and there's a giant vat of cream.
So side story,
you did fall into a vat. No,
I did not fall into a vat of cream filling, but so growing up I had two uncles that were regional managers for Krispy Kreme. Mm-hmm. And I remember one time when we went and visited my uncle, I don't remember where it was, but it was somewhere.
Are they local?
And they don't work for Krispy Kreme anymore.
Oh, okay. I was gonna kidnap them.
Okay. No, but dude, I remember as a kid, we went and there was a brand new store that was opening somewhere in Tennessee. I guess it was Tennessee. I don't exactly remember, but I remember my uncle opening up basically a trash can on wheels. It was some sort of container, but it looked like a trash can. So a 30.
I think what they dump the donuts into is they come off the belt, right? Is that what they do?
Well, no. I was gonna say a 30-gallon container of the cream that goes in the cream-filled donuts. It was just cream.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot of cream.
It's a lot of cream.
Hashtag.
A lot of cream.
A lot of cream. Hashtag cream a lot of.
So, but didn't you had something else you were gonna?
Oh, the Swiss rolls?
No, you said something about your brother.
Okay, so this is kind of a weird side story. He's going to be so embarrassed with this. You know Crisco, which is the pan spray stuff, but they do it in the jar sometimes?
It's like lard, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. But yeah, it's not, it doesn't taste good at all.
I'm going to help you out just a little bit.
Because I wasn't sure. I feel like I was wrong. Am I too close?
No, you were popping a little bit.
Okay.
That's perfect, though.
All right, you're perfect.
Thank you.
So my dad was baking a cake or cookies or some sort of a dessert when we were younger, and Andrew decided to sneak in because, as one does, sometimes
Andrew, your twin brother,
my twin brother, Andrew Bartolotta, Bartolotta. Do that again? What was that? Oh, you and Garrett do that to each other.
Yeah, we stole that from a TikTok guy.
Oh, okay. That's such a weird noise. I don't like it at all. It's too many little pops, too many little plucks. So, did you ever go if your parent was frosting something, you would go ahead and stick your finger in the jar and get some frosting and lick it off?
Oh yeah, dude, that was always a dream of mine as a child, to just get a spoon and eat a jar.
Have you never done that?
I've never done that, but I've had a spoonful of frosting.
When we watch a movie one night, I'm going to bring you a jar of frosting.
Dude, I don't think I'd do it now, man.
A little bit,
dude. Half of me is actually kind of happy that we don't have a pile of Little Debbie cakes here right now.
There's half of me that's just pissed we don't.
I'm happy that we don't, because I don't need. Dude, I definitely don't need them.
No, we have pretty bad self-control.
Yeah,
and we kind of egg each other on with bad self-control, so it's not good.
Dude, whenever I go to the grocery store, there's a part of me that I have to not get stuff, because it's not that it's healthy or not healthy. It's not really ever a question of that. It's the fact that, will I eat the entire container in one sitting or not?
Yeah.
When it comes to chips or what, dude, freaking beef jerky, or dude, it could be anything. I have this bad thing, and it's I could eat healthy or not healthy, but dude, I have this bad thing where it's I can eat until it's all gone. You know what I mean? Like pizza.
Oreos, I could do that.
Yeah, Oreos,
which is really bad.
Fig Newtons.
Fig Newtons are good. I haven't had them in years.
I haven't had them in a long time, but I love a Fig Newton.
Milano cookies are much like Fig Newtons in a way to me.
Pepperidge Farms?
Pepperidge Farm.
I don't know what.
Not Pepperidge.
I don't think I've ever had them. Oh, they're Pepperidge?
Pepperidge Farms.
I don't think I've ever had those before.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Milanos?
Is that Smucker's, the Family Guy skit? Pepperidge Farms remembers, or is it Smucker's remembers?
I don't know.
Remember? Okay, I don't know. I'll have to show you sometime. Anyway, so Andrew decided to go into that was a really long aside to an aside. So,
dude, we're in Inception in this thing.
Andrew goes to the trash can, and without even looking at the jar, he thought it was a frosting, so it must have been cake. And he sticks a spoon in there or something and starts scraping around the edge of the inside, and got a full mouth of Crisco. And it was just I remember him just being so distraught.
Okay. I can top that, because I've had the same exact thing happen to me.
No way, really?
Yeah. When I was a kid, we used to stay with my aunt and uncle. We would go spend the night with them from time to time. And I remember we went over there once when I was very young. I might have been 7 or 8 years old at the time. They were actually doing some home renovation stuff. And we were my brother and I were staying there the night. They were in the middle of some home stuff, whatever. And there was this Cool Whip container on the counter.
Mm-hmm. Cool Whip.
Dude, that's another thing I haven't had in years is Cool Whip. And anyways.
Dude, a nice little keto thing. You freeze sugar-free Cool Whip. Put it in the freezer, and then throw a little bit of sugar-free
I haven't even thought
chocolate
about
syrup on it.
Cool Whip.
And it's kind of a really it's keto-friendly ice cream.
I think I've had that before.
Eat the whole thing. It doesn't matter,
It does. It's it's not even real food.
It doesn't matter. Eat the whole container. You deserve it.
Dude, but no, I got a spoon, and I went for a spoonful of what I thought was Cool Whip. Found out it was the caulk you put in a wall. On a wall. Yeah. Oh. It was what you cover up a hole in a wall.
You've eaten caulk.
I've eaten caulk.
Wow.
Just once. Only once.
So
one and done, as I like to say.
You put the spoon in your mouth. Was it too late? Is it one of those things as soon as it was
in
there?
I should have known better, because I distinctly remember it being why is this so hard? Why is it so hard to get out?
Yeah, Cool Whip should never
fluffy,
be hard.
You know what I mean? It was one of those things that was I thought, oh, maybe it's just been sitting out a while.
You were just ravenous. Care. You're I need it right now.
Oh, man. So, such as
Did you eat it, or did you spit it out, or what?
I think I spit it. The sink was right there, so I'm pretty sure I just spit it in the sink. I don't exactly remember that part.
You should have went ahead and licked the wall to caulk the wall or something,
Yeah. So there's something me and your brother can, but I think mine was actually way worse. At least his was somewhat food.
His was literally food, yeah. So his goes in food. You don't put caulk in food.
Mine was not food.
What's your number 5?
All right. So with that out of the way, we'll jump into our Little Debbie rankings. And I have to say that I had completely forgot about this delectable treat until I actually looked at Little Debbie's website. My number 5 is the individual hand-sized apple pies.
Okay.
The apple pie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cherry would probably cherry and apple were right
Never
there,
had
like a toss up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't it you that asked recently? You were like, "Isn't there someplace in town that makes like?"
I've been looking. I love a good fried pie. They're very hard to find. There's a place about 3-ish hours away.
See, when you when you were asking for a fried pie in our group text, I was like, "Wait, someone besides Little Debbie makes fried pies?"
No, but like homemade fried pies.
Right.
That tastes so much better.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Sometime Andrew, Lacey, and I want to drive up to Lambert's Cafe for the day.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to come with.
Love Lambert's.
Yeah, they're great.
The home of road rolls.
That's when we should do like a 2-hour car podcast.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be with Andrew and Lacey. It's always awkward with them, so it's great.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So, and we'll give you and Andrew some cans of Crisco to eat or something on the way there and some caulk. But
cock.
There's a fried pie place next door. They do a chocolate fried pie, but they do a bunch of different like fruit fried pies also.
It sounds great. I mean, I'm assuming it's like the Little Debbie version.
It kind of tastes closer to like a Taco Bell empanada.
See,
which they don't sell anymore, which sucks.
Dude, Taco Bell. You know, you and I we've been throwing around some Taco Bell ideas for the podcast here lately.
Yeah.
Taco Bell has really, in my opinion, they've changed their menu for the worst. I don't like their menu currently. You know what I mean? Like, well, and I mean,
they limited. They got rid of a lot of stuff.
I guess that's a personal thing to me, is because they got rid of a bunch of the stuff that I liked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's a whole nother thing.
But I will say though, 21st century wise, as far as fast food goes, no one comes close to Taco Bell.
What do you mean?
As far as like their menu and what they've done in the 21st century, the past 20 years, as far as like how like all these really cool LTO items like Doritos Locos Tacos.
Oh yeah,
they've done so much stuff. Their Power Fresh Bowls or Fresco, whatever it's called. You can eat very healthy at a Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's definitely probably the best fast food, like as far as like calorie count goes.
Yeah,
you could eat fairly healthy at a Taco Bell. But no, man, the individual pies, you know, it's funny when you were asking about fried pies on the group text. I was like, you mean like the ones you get from the gas station? That's what I told you, and it was like
close.
I haven't had one in years, but those things are freaking good. I know there's a lot of different companies that actually make something similar, but I think
sometimes they come in this weird like waxy plastic package.
Yes. But dude, yeah, I would say the apple / cherry, the little individual pies, definitely delicious, and my number 5. So what say you, sir?
My number 5, Cosmic Brownies.
Okay, well,
they're very like I really don't care for them anymore now as an adult.
Can I play an audible?
Yeah, sure.
Those are actually higher on my list, so can we save the convo until we come?
Sure. Should I go to number 4 then?
I'll do my number 4 because I'm sure it's probably not on your list. My number 4 are the you can get the bag of little tiny bite-sized powdered donuts. I don't know the exact name.
Yeah, just the white powdered donuts.
Yeah, the white powdered donuts. The Little Debbie kind.
Yeah.
They're perfect. They're so good.
Little Debbie's donuts.
That's another thing, going back to what we were talking about earlier, is like that's something that I can eat until they're all gone.
Oh, dude, because you get the bag and it's kind of like 1.5 servings, you feel like.
Yeah,
right?
but it's
so you're like, do I have half
servings.
a serving or do I just go all the way?
Dude, Krispy Kreme also does the little individual size, the little mini cruller donuts are perfect.
I've had those. I don't love them. I will say Krispy Kreme, I always go chocolate glazed.
That's dude, in my opinion, Krispy Kreme is the best donut. Hands down. I know it's a big chain and everything, but I think they still do it the best.
It's way better. Dunkin' Donuts is trash.
I don't know if I've ever had a Dunkin'
Their
Donut.
munchkins are really good.
I think I have a thing against Dunkin' Donuts where I just cannot bring myself to go there.
They're trash.
That and it just wasn't a thing down here until like 5 years ago.
Very true.
What's your number 4, sir?
My number 4 is the chocolate cupcakes. I will say Hostess does a better version of these.
Okay, I'm unfamiliar, I think, with the chocolate cupcakes. Are they the mini ones?
No, you're about to see.
The chocolate cupcakes.
You know, with like little like circles on top.
Oh. Dude, okay, so
I did Little Deborah.
Little Deborah?
I don't know. Have you ever seen who made fun of it and they did Little Deborah, but she's like super overweight? Chocolate cupcakes.
Okay,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know
Hostess does a much better version.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was about to say, oh, you mean ding dongs. Isn't the Hostess
No, a ding dong is not a... No, a ding dong is not a cupcake.
Okay, see, yeah, that needs a better name, I think, in my opinion. Like, I would have thought those were called. I thought those were called.
That's
like,
a ding dong.
It's similar, but
a ding dong is like a hockey puck. A cupcake is a cupcake.
Yeah,
I know that sounds crazy, but there are very similar.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Those
we're gonna do hostess rankings at some point. Don't worry.
Those should have been probably higher on my list. I actually didn't consider those.
Here's the thing, though.
But I love those. Yeah,
the Little Debbie cupcakes are fine. But the Hostess, do you ever sit there when you get the Hostess cupcake and like the frosting?
Wish this was a Little Debbie. Yes.
And the frosting on top of the Hostess cupcake is like so thick you can kind of eat the cake and then you have the frosting disc.
Oh, okay.
Little Debbie isn't like that. It's a thinner frosting.
I need to be totally transparent in my rankings in that I guarantee you I'm not partial to brands. I think. Like depends on what it is. We might come across other products like on your list that I would think were Hostess items, but are actually Little Debbie's, and I just didn't realize. Because I would have thought that was actually a Hostess thing, the little swirl cake.
Makes sense.
Those are very good, also.
Yes, I like those a lot.
My number 3 is what. It was going to be the Cosmic Brownie. So
Cosmic Brownie, okay.
So what?
How nostalgic are you for Cosmic Brownies? That's on this list. That may be the most nostalgic item.
That's a very nostalgic item for me. But to me, there's one more on my list that actually takes the number 1 spot. Not in my rankings, oddly enough, but in the nostalgia factor.
I will say, growing up, Cosmic Brownies went in a lunchbox for school more than any other Little Debbie snack cake by far.
Yeah.
And I think maybe because the Cosmic Brownie is actually a smaller portion than like anything else. Swiss rolls you get 2, cupcakes you get 2.
Well, they have the little they have the little perforation in the middle.
Yeah, but also it's only like yay big for the Cosmic Brownie, and it's pretty thin. Everything else is like, here's 2 like full size cupcakes.
Yeah.
What are those? They call you the cupcake, out back at recess. Kick ya.
What are those little things on top supposed to actually be?
Cosmics. I don't know.
Cosmic fragments, obviously. Duncan?
Infinity stones.
Those are supposed to be infinity fragments.
Cosmic.
They're chocolate, right?
No, they're just sprinkles, I thought.
Oh.
Are they?
I don't know if I've had a Cosmic Brownie. I mean, I've had a Cosmic Brownie fairly recently.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Cosmic Brownies are a chewy chocolate fudge brownie with chocolate frosting and topped with candy-coated rainbow chocolate pieces on top. So
candy-coated.
Chocolate. So like little M&Ms, basically.
So it's candy-coated chocolate.
It is candy-coated chocolate. Yeah, you're correct.
I always thought that it would be a nice change of pace if they made them like Nerds.
No, because that's chocolate Nerds. You don't want that flavor, Max.
I feel like I do.
You should make them homemade one day.
I might,
or just get a box of Cosmic Brownies and just remember, because they come off so easy.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about like covering the entire top with
no, but just Nerds,
but like a little sprinkle of Nerds,
little Salt Bay.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I think that would actually be very
Nerd
good.
Bay. You should start that Nerd Bay.
Nerd Bay.
You just sprinkled Nerds on stuff.
Yeah, just like all over you.
Oh wow. Interesting,
dude. But
right, no,
Cosmic Brownies, they hit pretty hard. And
you're gonna be like, that Nerd's really deep in your belly button.
Dude, have you ever had a Nerds rope?
I don't like Nerds at all, so no, I've never had a Nerd rope.
Oh my god,
I don't like fruit candy, man.
I love a Nerds,
and this is like banana taffy.
Oh my god, are you 80 years old? Banana taffy is the worst flavor taffy.
It's so good. I've had one in at my desk, a banana Laffy Taffy in a package.
I thought that was where that was going. I've had one in me for like 3 years.
You're a little horn dog today, man.
Well, I mean, when in Rome.
Man, if her name is Rome, then you did it. You did right.
There you go.
I have had this banana Laffy Taffy in a package at my desk for like 6 months now, and I just haven't eaten
flavor Laffy Taffy.
I don't think I've even had another flavor.
Well, you don't know what you're missing, because banana is the worst flavor.
Banana is the best flavor, though.
Do you like banana flavored stuff?
Yeah, dude, for sure.
See, I'm not. I love bananas, but I don't like banana.
I think I've told you this, but banana flavored stuff is actually more what a banana tastes like than a real banana, because real bananas.
Yeah. Sometimes bananas can be kind of flavorless.
Real bananas have been. Oh my god, what am I trying to say?
Inbred?
inbred, but you know what I mean, genetically modified so much.
Okay, yeah.
And that banana flavoring came from a banana like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that banana extract they use, it's like kind of like a master yeast scenario where you sit there and you use banana. Interesting. You ever heard of the master dough?
Oh yeah, like when people make dough, they save that little bit to.
Yeah, but there's like
batch.
a master dough somewhere.
Yeah.
So
master yeast,
like Master Yoda, but it's Yoda, Yaddle, and Yeast.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's Yoda's dad. Baby Yoda was named Yeast. That'd be kind of cute.
Nah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what I meant to say at the Chick-fil-A episode first?
What?
At the beginning, I meant to go, begun the Sauce Wars hat. And I was like, that'd be so ridiculously dumb to do. And then I didn't think about it. Anyway, sorry. So, yeah, banana flavors.
We might have to record that separately and have that at the beginning of the episode.
When Yoda walks out with his cane and he opens up his coat, but it's just Chick-fil-A sauces lining it. Count Dooku is a buffalo, zesty buffalo guy. Okay, so we just went off like on so many tangents.
Yeah. So what's
your number 3?
My number 3 was the Cosmic Brownie.
My number 3 is Star Crunch.
Okay,
just really started eating these a couple months ago.
That's higher on my list. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Whoops. Sorry.
Well, I mean, we can go ahead and talk about it now because it's my number 2.
It's number 2. Okay. So my number 3, your number 2, Star Crunch, dude. That flavor, I just remember having one a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And I ended up having another one like a week or 2 ago.
This was the one
I bought it when we were at the beach.
This was and I messed up what I said earlier. I never mind. Star Crunches for me, in my opinion, are the perfect. Like, I have yet to try a Little Debbie thing that I think actually tastes better. Now, my number 1 is my number 1 for completely.
Our number 1 must be the exact same.
They might be. But the Star Crunch to me, I think, is the best. Is technically the best snack.
Dude, it's got this great like chocolate, like it's like a Nestle Crunch bar.
Is that supposed to be like peanut butter inside of it, or
no? I think it's caramel chocolate.
Oh, it's like caramel. That's right.
Yeah,
it's a good...
But I love anything with like crunchies in it. Is what I call
Crunch
them.
Bar.
Dude, Crunch Bars are people sleep on Crunch Bars.
I will say
mini Crunch Bars are way better than
my one
full size Crunch Bars.
Riced crispy item that I don't like that people give me a lot of crap for. Not a big fan of Rice Krispie treats.
I like them if they're done right. I really enjoy Nuke's has great peanut butter Krispies with chocolate on top. So Star Crunch says a soft chewy cookie topped with caramel and crispy rice and coated with fudge. It's not really topped with caramel though. Even in like the promotional images, that's not topped with caramel. That's like throughout.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like Cocoa Krispies.
Which is funny because, just sitting here thinking about it, it's basically a Rice Krispie treat in like cookie form, coated in caramel and chocolate is what it seems like. Or caramel seems to be like what holds them together.
And every time I eat it too, I'm like, this is just like cardboard pieces or something. It's not good for you.
Dude, but
it's the cheapest thing possible.
To me, what it is it's like I just never... I do like... it's funny. Have you ever had the chocolate Rice Krispie treat? With the chocolate rice and the chocolate topping.
Yeah.
To me, I enjoy that better. But it's funny. I enjoy Rice Krispie cereal. But I don't like Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, I like Rice Krispie treat cereal or just Rice Krispies?
Is that a different thing? Is there a Rice Krispie treat cereal?
Yeah, which came out way later. That was full of sugar.
I don't know.
You've never just had regular Rice Krispies with like...
No, see, yeah, I did when I was younger. I had those a lot. That was like what I used to eat at my grandfather's house was Rice Krispies. Well, they probably weren't Rice Krispies. My grandpa was real big on... He always got the cereals in the bags. The grandparent thing. Yeah. And that is like a lot of... He ate a lot of cereal. Like, he always was eating cereal.
So his 3, like, the mascots were probably like Pow, Bop, and something else.
Dude, I don't know.
Pow,
it was
Bop,
that
and Slam.
and like the off-brand, like, Honey Smacks and the off-brand...
Dude, I've been at Honey Smacks in, like...
I don't like Honey
decades.
Smacks.
Not very good.
There's another honey cereal that I like.
Honey Crunch? Or it's like Cinnamon
Honey
Toast Crunch?
Graham O's? Or
Honey Grams. Honey Grams are great.
Yeah.
All these brand Honey Grams, man. That's where it's at.
But yeah, that's my number 2. Star Crunch. What's your number 2?
My number 2, Zebra Cakes.
Oh, wow.
Did you forget about Zebra Cakes? Or is that your number 1?
They're not my number. They're not my number 1, but they are definitely a pretty good one. But they definitely wouldn't have cracked my top 5.
Really?
Yeah,
dude, I love Zebra Cakes. Zebra Cakes are excellent. They also do like the tree cakes for Christmas, and I think they do another one at some point.
That's
maybe
just
Easter.
The vanilla cake with the vanilla middle or the frosting
and then it's got
in the middle,
like the chocolate. It doesn't even taste like chocolate, but like
on top,
zebra.
right? Yeah.
Not normally a vanilla guy, but I do love a good zebra cake.
Yeah, you more partial to that dark chocolate.
I love chocolate, yeah. That dark chocolate. But yeah, so do love that. I very much enjoy zebra cakes. Now they do, and I got these at the beach too. They have zebra cake Swiss rolls now.
I was about to say, isn't there a banana flavored Swiss roll now too?
Technically, yeah.
They
don't call them a banana Swiss roll though. I haven't tried it. I think they just call it a banana roll or something.
Well,
like I don't know if it's supposed to be a Swiss roll.
Yeah,
but
should I go ahead and go for my number one?
Yeah, because that's probably mine too.
My number one favorite Little Debbie cake.
Watch it not be mine.
One of the more boring cakes.
Oh, okay, never mind. So it's not mine.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, okay. See, not even on mine.
Not even
and that's not even my number one.
Wow. Thanks for calling Domino's. To me, dude, the oatmeal cream pie, this probably, like I said, to me, technically, I would probably say the Star Crunch tastes better than an oatmeal cream pie. But for me, the nostalgia of the oatmeal cream pie puts it at number one for me.
So if you're at Kroger right now and they have individually wrapped and you can only get one, you're going for an oatmeal cream pie.
Probably. Okay. Even though I will say, dude, I fully agree that the Star Crunch, I think, actually tastes better. The oatmeal cream pie to me is the one, dude, I guarantee you I've eaten more of those in my life than any of the other ones, any of the other cakes. But to me, dude, and it's so funny because I don't like oatmeal cookies, oatmeal.
Yeah, it's not really what it is.
It's not, I don't know. No. I don't know. You could say that it's, I don't even know. You could say anything else besides oatmeal and just give me that. It doesn't taste like oatmeal. I don't know where. I don't want to say nougat.
But it's kind of like this like mix, like it's not real oatmeal.
Yeah.
Which I think may benefit it.
I don't know what it is,
I do love oatmeal and chocolate chip cookies, though.
Dude, the oatmeal cream pie to me, dude, is just a classic. It's the one that I grew up with in my lunchbox all the time. It's the one that like I said, I've probably eaten the most out of any of these as an oatmeal cream pie. So this was
Dina's go-to when she was like shopping for
I think so. I know my mom loves them too, so that probably has something to do with them growing up. That's why I had this. And actually, we had these and the chocolate ones that were basic. I didn't look to see what they're called, but they're basically an oatmeal cream pie. What?
No, because I'm not going to say it. Just keep going.
I didn't missed it.
No, trust me. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'll tell you after.
Okay, geez. The chocolate ones that are basically a chocolate cookie with the chocolate middle and the chocolate frosting on top. Are they called like fudge rounds or something?
Yes, fudge rounds are pretty good.
Those will probably should.
We have a family friend who loves fudge rounds.
Growing up, those are the two that we had the most were the fudge rounds and the oatmeal cream pies. And for me, dude, I think the oatmeal cream pie is just a classic flavor combo. And
it is.
Okay,
I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Okay. All right.
Never come back. All right.
What's your number one?
My number one is the one that only Swiss rolls. Love Swiss rolls. Okay. I can't believe they're not on your list either. Our list for this was very different.
This was I didn't grow up really eating many Swiss rolls.
Dude,
I did. Maybe it's the chocolate with the.
Yeah, it's like rolled. Here's the thing. When I was little, I used to try to unroll them as much as possible, and then eat one layer at a time. So I would eat the frosting on the outside. It's
not all one layer?
No, it's kind of like actually rolled. It's not all one layer. You ever seen the inside of a Swiss roll?
No, I guess not. Let's find out what one looks like.
Damn, bro.
I mean, I would have thought it was like a piece of like when you roll up sod, like it was just a roll of all one layer.
Well, this is different. Swiss roll, Little Debbie.
Yeah, but that's all one thing though.
That's not one thing. That's cream.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just two layers.
Oh, I thought you meant like, okay, I get what you're saying now.
I thought you meant that there was like an outside piece and then an inside piece.
No.
Inside,
I kind of mean like it's like
a bullseye.
What I would do though is try to like eat most of this. Like I would eat the frosting on the outside, then I would go ahead and eat the actual cake part on this side. Then I would eat the icing. Then I would eat the cake part. Then the icing and finish it off. Very odd, because it's not something you can really break apart.
I was trying to think, dude. There was plenty of stuff like that I would eat as a kid that I would eat sort of like in a like a routine that I had for how I ate it, and I can't think of anything right now.
Oh, dude,
besides like an Oreo,
breadsticks and cheese. You know those little breadsticks and cheese thing. You got to ratio it out perfect to where there's enough.
Yeah, like the little not a Lunchable, but
like a snack pack. Well, snack pack is Jello.
Yeah, you dipped them in the like fake cheese stuff. Yeah,
it was really good though. That cheese is awesome.
I
will say, pro tip for Swiss rolls: you got to put them in the freezer. They are phenomenal in the freezer.
That would be pretty good, I think. I think any of these would be
dude,
good
they're
in
like
the freezer.
ice because that like frosting gets really cold.
Yeah.
And you bite into it and the cake doesn't get as cold. And it's just this like burst of like it's
a burst of flavor.
Burst of flavor.
It's a burst of cream right in your mouth.
I used to sneak Swiss rolls left and right. That's why I'm chubby.
So that was the snack as a kid that you snuck a lot.
Swiss rolls.
Swiss roll.
For show.
Yeah. Swiss rolls are very good, man. But I think at the end of the day, when it comes to Little Debbie cakes or Little Debbie snacks, excuse me, like you can't really go wrong with any of them.
You really just want that Little Debbie cream pie.
There was a bunch that I saw on the website. There was some 2020 snacks I ain't never seen before.
Dude, they have a lot, and their page was even like brownies, cakes, pastries, and I was just like, what? Like,
dude, that's what I told you earlier. Is like when we were trying to figure out how to do this episode, I was like, okay, there's 46 different items that they produce, and they're like in 6 different categories. And we thought, okay, like maybe we could do it by category, but then it's like there's 10 items in one category and there's 2 items in another category.
Yeah, I didn't mean like a full on like battle of the snacks.
There was like a unicorn cake. That was like something I had never.
That's newer, I think.
That I had never even seen before.
Have you seen the Swiss roll zebra cakes?
Yes,
those are very good.
Yeah, but dude, I'm a fan of Little Debbie cakes. I'm a fan of sweet treats in general. I did see that there actually is a spot on their website where
is that what you're talking about? That's really just a zebra cake.
I think that's
a zebra cake.
This let's see.
Sparkling strawberry flavored. So it's like a strawberry
unicorn cake. Yeah, and then there's banana twins, Boston cream roll.
I don't think I've ever had that or banana twins.
I bet you'd like that. I'll bet you like that.
Why would you say it like that? You go, I bet you'd like that.
I don't know.
Bet you would.
I bet you'd like that, boy.
I bet you like that banana cream.
I'm just looking over the list to see if there's any that... I mean, dude, also one that I didn't...
Come here, boy. You want that Boston cream roll?
Let me show you my Boston cream roll. There was one that did not make my list. Dude, are you a honey bun fan?
No, not really.
Me either, man. I remember in school, that was like...
Dude, some kids love honey buns.
That was considered a breakfast item.
Dude, kids that love honey buns are in jail now. I'm just saying.
What'd you say?
Kids that liked honey buns are in jail now.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm thinking back to
that's all they would eat for lunch and breakfast. Dude, you ever remember that?
Dude,
kids that loved honey buns loved honey buns.
Yeah, they did.
You could be like, hey, you know what? You don't got a zebra cake? That's cool. I'll get one next week. And they're like, honey buns, honey buns, honey buns. You gotta have honey buns. Like,
yeah, I'm not a big fan of honey in general. But dude, Nutty Buddies was
love Nutty Buddies.
Nutty Buddy. That's right.
Yeah, dude, love Nutty Buddies.
That's one of those ones that dude, have I ever told you?
Also great in the freezer.
There were some snacks that like I just called the wrong name as a child, and I never really realized that they
Oreos.
were.
Didn't you call those Oreos?
I called them actually not
chocolate biscuit dish.
You know Yoo-hoo, the drink?
I still haven't had it, but yeah.
I used to call it Yahoo when I was a kid. And it didn't I was like 14 before I realized it was Yoo-hoo. Do you remember the squeezer drinks that had like the faces on them? The bottles? They were the plastic bottles. They're technically called squeezers, but I call them Squeeze-Its.
Like that name at all.
And also, final
Squeezer
one. Remember Fruit by the Foot?
Yeah.
I just called those fruit roll-ups too.
Yeah, I think that's common.
I think they're made by the same company, like Fruit Roll-Ups and Fruit by the Foot. I called that a fruit roll-up also.
Squeezers drink like these?
Oh, those are Mondos.
Dude, Mondos disgusting. I won't drink anything like this.
That's it, right?
I won't drink out. Even when I was little, I wouldn't drink out anything like this.
That's a Kool-Aid. That's a Kool-Aid kind. That's it. Oh, it was called Squeeze-It.
I wouldn't drink anything like that.
Okay, I thought they were called Squeezers.
No way I would drink that. I think you should get this shirt. This says Squeeze It. Chucklin' Cherry.
Dude, you never had those as a kid?
No, I wouldn't drink them because that's gross. You know I'm weird about containers and stuff. I ain't drinking out of a small little barrel or some little plastic thing.
Dude, I remember the barrel drinks.
Dude, that is disgusting.
What did you drink when you went to a 6-year-old's
I would be like,
birthday,
I vividly remember as a child being like, can I have a glass of water? And I'd be like, can I please get it in a glass Like if I was at someone's house, I didn't want a plastic cup. So I don't like plastic cups.
You don't like Capri Suns?
Like here, when you're like, hey, you want something to drink, and I drink something out of a plastic cup, I drink very little because I don't want to drink out of. I should just bring a glass over here. Just have a designated glass for Eric.
Yeah. You don't like Capri Suns?
No, Capri Suns, I'm drinking out of a straw. I'm not drinking out of the plastic.
Oh, okay. So I see the difference though. So you like those? You like high C's?
No.
You don't like a high C? Dude, you're difficult.
I'm very difficult, yeah. Very picky.
You're difficult.
I like how you're just realizing I'm difficult.
No, I knew you were difficult. I'm difficult too, so that's fine.
No, you're much easier going. You're a swell guy.
Thanks, man.
Man, you're the Swiss rolls of you're the Swiss roll of people, man.
Thanks, man. All right. So
just want to roll you up and stick you in the freezer.
I guess that about wraps up our discussion on delicious, sweet confectionery treats.
From Little Deborah.
From Little Deborah herself. Where do you think Little Debbie's a real person? Like Wendy?
Or Aunt Jemima? You're like, we're not getting on that right now, Eric.
Was Aunt Jemima a real person? I mean, I know.
Yeah, it wasn't her name, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
Little Debbie is real. Debbie McKee Fowler is all grown up, still very part of the family business, currently serving as executive vice president of McKee Foods. All right, I'm about to look up Debbie McKee Fowler.
She hot?
Dude, she's probably really old.
So, is she hot?
I mean, she does run the Little Debbie empire. So, there she is.
I mean...
Would you? Would you eat her snack cake?
All right. That about wraps up this discussion on delicious Little Debbie cakes. What did you think of our rankings? What is your favorite Little Debbie cake? What's your favorite little cake type treat that brings you back to your childhood? We would love to hear it. Sound off in the comments below, or
that's her right there.
That looks like The Exorcist. Be sure to let us know.
Here's Marie Callender. Makes some good chicken pot pie.
I didn't know she was a real person. Yeah. What about
we should do like a hot or not, but just on like food mascots that are real people.
Like
Dave Thomas
or
Wendy, I guess.
Or what's another one?
Would you do this to
Colonel Sanders?
Would you do this to Little Debbie? You know what I'm saying?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Would you do that to Little Debbie?
Swirl? What are you saying?
Would you leave that on Little Debbie?
Oh, probably not.
What about this?
Split her in half?
It's going so off the rails. I'm so sorry.
All right, everybody.
Those are my best
Let us know what your favorite Little Debbie cakes are in the comments below, or let us know by using the hashtag TMTS
Chunky Boys
on Twitter, or the hashtag Chunky Boys.
We don't even know how to spell it yet.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll just search every version.
That way, and also you can also drop us a line on Twitter and let us know if there's any particular topics that you would like to hear us talk about on the show. We would love to hear from you. You can always listen to the audio version of Too Much to Say on any of your favorite podcasting platforms. And you can also subscribe to Heroshot Media, the video home of Too Much to Say. For Eric, I'm Duncan. We love you.
Stay snacking.
Stay snacking. Dude, that's actually a good one. That's
actually
a good one.
For all of our ranks of snacks, we should do that.
Stay snacking. All right, folks, stay snacking. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.